So, hello everybody and welcome. Hola a todos y bienvenidos.
First of all, my name is Maritza.
Yo soy Teacher Chris con Open English.
Hello and welcome back to class number 2 today. Welcome everyone. We are back with our second 100% English class. So hello and welcome. Let me know in the comments here if you are here connected with us today for our construction vocabulary class. Let me know here in the comments while I sneeze. Just a second. I thought I had a sneeze, maybe not. Yes, I did. So, thank you everyone for joining us, and we will get started shortly. We're going to wait a few minutes for people to connect here. Let me make sure we're connected on our Instagram page. There we go. All right, so if you are connected, send your name. Tell us where you are from. Okay. Let me see here. We've got Ricardo here on YouTube. Ricardo here. Let me see. Looks like we've got something with our Instagram comments. So we will fix that in just a moment. Let me see here. Make sure that everything's going right. Okay. Let me see here. Anyone here on Facebook? Ignacio, hello. Welcome back to our second class. I'm doing great. Happy to be here. I'm going to drink a little water before we get started with class number 2. Class number 2. All right. Construction vocabulary. A couple of weeks ago, we asked, what kinds of classes do you want to see here on our page? And someone said construction vocabulary. So let me know here. What other kinds of classes you would like to see. If you have any ideas for more classes that you want to see here on our live English feed, let us know in the comments. We've done finance vocabulary, bathroom vocabulary, construction vocabulary. So let us know if there's a certain type of vocabulary class or class you want to see here. All right, Juan from Guadalajara, hello. Neiva Larenca Munoz, hello to you on Facebook. Remember, this is our 100% English class. So I will only be speaking in English this class, but this is a good opportunity to listen and practice your listening skills in English. So remember, if you want to learn more English this year, if you want to have more English classes with native speaking English professors, remember, you can send the word profe here below for more information. For more information about Open English, just send the word profe, P-R-O-F-E. Okay, Barasad, hello to you on YouTube. All right, everyone. And don't forget, if you want to take a free English leveling test, all you have to do is send the word test below, T-E-S-T, test below to take our free leveling test. Okay, let me see. Looks like we're still working through our issue on, there we go. I think Instagram, we are good now. So friends on Instagram, hello. Charlie from Guatemala, nice to see you. Fabienne from Colombia, Cariabi, welcome back to our second class today. Melissa, I don't know English very well. That's okay. The important thing is that you are here listening and practicing listening to our class. Okay, Jose, hello. All right, we've got Peru here. Very good. Excellent. All right, guys. So let's get started. Construction vocabulary. Construction vocabulary. Okay, we have 6 words here. 6 words in English. I want you guys to match the words on the right with the pictures on the left. If you are connecting, this is our 100% English class. And in this class, we will be learning construction vocabulary. Construction vocabulary. So, word number one, ladder. Ladder. Word number two, saw. Saw. Word number three, bulldozer. Bulldozer. Number four, forklift. Forklift. Number five, hammer. Hammer. And number six, drill. Drill. All right, so tell me in the comments. Tell me in the comments. Match the words on the right with the picture on the left. What picture shows a ladder? Or what picture shows a saw? All right, ACMARW, is this class starting? Yes, we are just getting started. You are just in time. So, ladder, saw, bulldozer, forklift, hammer, drill. All right, Kariabe says 1 is C, 2 F. All right. Luz Duha says 3 hammer on Facebook. Veronica, for more information about our pricing for our promotion 2 for 1, send the word profe here in the comments. In the comments, write profe for more information on pricing. All right, Kariabe says 3E. Over here on Instagram, Carlos Spino says picture 6 is ladder. Marifer Navarro says saw is picture number 5. Very good. Your answers in 100% English as well. I love it. 5B, 6 ladder. Excellent. Instagram, don't forget you can participate here in the comments. We are horizontal today, so you can see the presentation a little bigger. So you can see the presentation a little bigger. All right, Veronica, welcome. Picture 3 is hammer. Lali Mancini, don't worry. You can take note of these new words, Okay, ACMARW, the messages are blocking the picture. Click on the comments on Instagram and they should lower. They should get smaller. Okay, so let's check our answers. So, number 1, C, bulldozer. Bulldozer. This picture is of a bulldozer. All right, Jose Vicente on LinkedIn. Hello, nice to see you, Jose. All right, number 2, our second picture is a drill. Carlos Spino, you are correct. Drill. Number 3 is a hammer. A hammer. Number 4, forklift. Forklift. This is what lifts large objects. Forklift. All right, number 5, saw. Saw. And number 6, ladder. Ladder. Okay, excellent. Very good job over here on Instagram. All right, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. Don't forget you can participate here in the comments. Valley in Germany, welcome. Nice to see you. Okay, if you're just connecting, we are talking about construction vocabulary. Adolfo Julian from Nicaragua, I love English. Adolfo, I love that you are here. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so moving on. Let's talk about some important verbs you should know in English related to the construction industry. Rodrigo, hello. Nice to see you here as well. Thank you for joining. So, our first verb for the construction industry is to measure. To measure. This has a strange kind of SH sound. It's not mesure, mesure, We want to say measure, measure, to measure. So we take a measurement. This is 2 inches, or this is 3 centimeters, to measure something. An important verb for the construction industry. Marisa Mendoza from Salta, Argentina. Welcome, just in time. All right, Mauri, hello, welcome, welcome. Okay, so our first verb, to measure. Second verb, to dig, to dig. This is to make a hole or to dig into the ground with a shovel or with a, what else can you dig with? Trying to think, an excavator. That's another big machine to dig, dig. Okay. And number three, to paint, to paint. I need to paint my wall, for example, to paint. Okay, very good, Karebe. They were digging to find the treasure. Excellent. And number 4, to level, to level. When you want something to be straight, we want to put a level. We want to level something. We don't want a shelf to end up like this, or things will fall off. We want it to be level, to level something. So send your examples. Send an example using 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 of these verbs in English. Send a sentence here in the comments using these new verbs. For example, I need to measure the wall so I can paint it. Carlos Pino, I need to dig a hole. Excellent. Very good. Okay. Let me see. Send a sentence with one of these new verbs. Franco Maximiliano, welcome here on LinkedIn. Okay. So, any sentences, send your best, most creative sentences here using one of these verbs in English. Tania Silva, hello. Nice to see you. If you are just connecting now, we are talking about verbs you should know in English, particularly for the construction industry. Max, nice to see you. Hello to you on LinkedIn. All right. I dig a hole to plant roses. Lali Mancini, excellent sentence. Very good. Nice job. Okay. All right. Any other? I need to paint my house. Very good. I had to paint my house. This week I had to paint my apartment. Okay, excellent, guys. So take note of these important verbs in English: to measure, to dig, to paint, and to level. All right, very good, everyone. Moving on. So in the world, we use different units of measurement. So to talk about how long something is, or how tall something is, or how wide something is, we use measurements. So interestingly enough, in many parts of the world, people use a different unit of measurement, different units of measurement. For example, in Europe, they use meters or centimeters. However, in the United States, we use different units of measurement. For example, I do not understand meters. I do not understand centimeters. I do not understand kilometers, but rather in English, we use different units of measurement. So take note of these units. So we use inches. Here we have the singular, 1 inch. 1 inch is like the size of my thumb. Inch, inch. Or if it's more than 1, inches, inches. Number two, we use a unit of measurement called a foot. A foot. Remember, if there's more than 1 foot, if we have more than 1 foot, we say feet. Feet. 1 foot, 2 feet, or 10 feet. Remember, we are not literally talking about what's connected to our leg, but rather talking about measurements. So for example, my question for you guys is, do you know how tall you are in feet and inches? Let me know. This is the ultimate test. The ultimate test. Do you know how tall you are in feet or inches? For example, I am 5 feet 6 inches tall. I am average height. So we use foot, feet, inch, and inches. We also use a unit of measurement called a yard or yards. We also use pound or pounds. Instead of kilograms, we say pound or pounds in the United States. And last but not least, when we talk about especially houses or buildings, we say square foot or square feet. For example, my apartment is 700 square feet. I'm talking about how big my apartment is. It is 700 square feet, for example. So Karia says, I'm 1 foot and 65 inches. All right, you're very small. Okay. Carlos Pena says 1 foot and 12 inches. So I should have put this in the presentation, but 1 foot is 12 inches. 1 foot is 12 inches. So it might be a little different for you guys. Okay. Very good. Anahir 13. 5'7". Excellent. Perfect way to write it. 5'7". I am 5'7". 5 feet, 7 inches. Okay. Excellent. Any other comments? How tall are you in feet? Luz Dua, I am 7 feet. That is very tall. You're a very tall person. Okay. Excellent, guys. Well, moving right along here, Karev says, I'm tall. Okay, Karev, maybe you meant to say 5 feet? 5 feet? 1 foot would be about this big. 1 foot is pretty small. Okay, let me see. Any other people know how tall they are in English? Let me know. Okay, so moving on to a little true or false. True or false. Let me know here in the comments if the sentence is true or if it is false. All right, number one. All right, Andro says 5'10". Andro, yes, very good. 5 feet, 10 inches. Okay, number 1. Saw can be a verb and it can be a noun. Is this true or is this false? Gabriela Chavez, hello to you on LinkedIn. Thank you for joining. So number 1, saw is a verb and a noun. Is this true or is this false? Let me know here in the comments. Marisa says it is a verb. Okay, Luce gives this a thumbs up, true. Okay. Cariabe says this is true. Carlos Spino says true. Carlos Ispeda, number 1, true. Number 2, false. Brandon Crowley says true. Judith says this is true. Caitlin, yes, very good. This is true. So saw is the verb to see in the past. It also can be, for example, in construction. When we saw something, we're sawing it, we're cutting it with a saw. To cut something with a saw is the verb saw. So this is a verb. It is also a noun. Remember, this is one of our new vocabulary words. Saw. So yes, very good, guys. Number 1 is true. Number two, is this sentence correct in English? I am 5 foot tall. I am 5 foot tall is correct in English. Is this correct to say in English? Is this true? Or is this false? Let me know here in the comments. I am 5 foot tall. Is this okay to say in English? Or is this incorrect to say in English? Monica says this is false. Judy says this is false. Very good. What about here on Instagram? Looks like number 2 is false. Jorge Garcia says 2 is false. Lou says 2 is false. Delia Perez, hello, 2 is false. All right. Edwin says this is false. Very good, guys. You are correct. This one is false. This is not correct in English. Remember, the plural form of foot is feet. Feet. F-E-E-T. More than 1 foot is feet. So 2 feet, 3 feet. Very good, Ignacio. It must be feet. Excellent. So 1 foot, 2 feet, 3 feet, 4 feet. I am 5 feet tall, for example. Excellent, guys. And number 3, in English, you hammer nails. Is this true or is this false? In English, you hammer nails. True or false? Let me know here. Okay, Carlos Pino, I am 5 feet tall. Excellent. Yes, that is how we would correct number 2. Roberto, Carlos, excellent. Yes, it is 5 feet. And number 3, in English, you hammer nails. True or false? Luz Duha says this is true. Number 3 is true. Brandon says this is true. What do you guys think over here on Instagram? Number 3, is this true or false? True or false? All right. Chaimaha says this is true. All right. And you guys are correct. Number 3 is true. So here is a little trick. In English, particularly with construction industry verbs, verbs, the verb and the noun are the same thing. So we have a hammer. When we hit a nail, we call this a hammer. We also use this word to describe this verb. So I need to hammer the nail. I have a hammer. I need to hammer the nail. The verb and the noun are the same. Neva, very good. Alejandro, very good. This was true. Caitlin, yes, true. Okay, let me see here. Yes, Carlos, this is true. All right. So remember, there are certain verbs that are the same for both the noun and the verb. So saw is a noun and a verb. Hammer is a noun and a verb as well. Excellent. Very good, everyone. So let's finish up our lesson today with 3 idioms you should know in English. Remember, what is an idiom? What is an idiom? An idiom is a creative expression that has its own unique meaning in English. Has its own unique meaning in English. So sometimes people try to translate these phrases literally, but that's not always possible. So let's listen to some idiom examples. Rome wasn't built in a day. Rome wasn't built in a day. We aren't literally talking just about Rome. We use this expression to say, to do something or to create something, to build something takes time. It can be slow. We might need a lot of time, but that's okay. Something incredible we can't build overnight. So for example, learning English. When people say, learning English is so hard, it takes so much time, I could say, well, Rome wasn't built in a day. So this means that to kind of develop or create something amazing, we need time. We need time. Okay, let me see. Dennison, the publications, the professors are native? Yes, Dennison, our professors here at Open English are native English speaking teachers. Dennison, if you have more questions, leave the word profe in the comments. Okay, so that was our first idiom of today. So if you want to say that things take time, amazing things take time, you can say Rome wasn't built in a day. Number two, to throw a wrench into something. Okay, to throw a wrench into something. So a wrench is a tool, and to throw, this is the action to throw, but we are not literally talking about throwing something. This is to say when something unexpectedly goes wrong, when something is a fail. For example, I wanted to have a picnic outside, but it started to rain. The rain really threw a wrench into my plans. So I'm not talking literally about a tool. I'm not talking literally about the action to throw. This means that something was unexpectedly ruined. Okay, Jesus Alberto, for more information about how much our platform costs or more information about our platform, you can send the word profe in the comments. Okay, so this is another idiom, another creative expression to say that something was a fail. All right, and number three, to hit the nail on the head. We aren't literally talking about a nail. We're not talking about heads. We are talking about when someone is extremely correct. When someone has said something that you say, wow, that's exactly what I was talking about. You hit the nail on the head. You are 100% correct. We can say to hit the nail on the head. Okay, Luz Duha, these classes, what schedule do we have for these classes? We have classes here, free live classes every day at 11 a.m. And our second class we have on Mondays at 4 p.m. But we are here every day at 11. So if you are connected on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn, make sure you sign up your notifications that will let you know when we are live here for a free English class. Okay, let me see. So number 3 was hit the nail on the head. So let me know in the comments, were any of these phrases new for you? Are these phrases, maybe you have heard these phrases before? Let me know here in the comments. Any new phrases for you? Judith, I'm happy you joined us today. All right, and remember, this class today at 4 is 100% English. Our other classes, we tend to have a mix of English and Spanish. Okay, Judy says number 2 was new. Nuridi Tali, hello, welcome on LinkedIn. So yes, Judy, number 2 was new for you. Excellent. All right. What about here on Instagram? Any new phrases for you guys, or were these all phrases you had heard before. Let me know. So just a reminder, it's important not to try and translate idioms literally, as they all have their own individual unique definition or I guess, yes, definition. Okay, I knew these phrases, specifically 1 and 2. Neva says number 2 might be different. Lenita, I knew them before. Excellent. Delia, thank you for joining. Lupina Bibi says, all are new for me. Excellent. Very good, guys. Well, that concludes our class today. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. Remember, we are here every day with free English lessons with myself or with teacher Chris. So don't forget to activate your notifications so you know exactly when we are here live with our classes. Okay, Mary, I'm glad you learned some new phrases today. And remember, if you need more information about Open English, about our platform, about prices, about our promotions. For example, right now we have buy one course, get the second free. You can send the word Profe in the comments for more information. If you need more information about our course that's available 24/7, send the word Profe in the comments. All right, Kariabi, thank you for participating in 2 classes today. Kariabi, you had lots of English today, so thank you for joining, and thank you to everyone. Lupina, thank you for joining. I hope you guys learned some new words. Don't forget, we will be back here tomorrow, where we will be talking about more vocabulary to use in a movie theater. So tomorrow, 11 a.m., we'll be back here with another vocabulary lesson. So thank you, everyone. I hope you guys all have a wonderful afternoon, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care, everyone.